Father, how are you doing?
Good morning, Jay and Kevin. How are things in Boston?
Things are great. Every time you're on, it makes me smile because your biggest fan was Bonnie Rogers.
I was one of hers too, one of her biggest. Yeah.
Just a great lady. Well, thanks for being with us
Yes,
today, and
indeed.
I think the book is just a great book to have during Lent, and then of course coming up to the Easter season. Your book includes many song lyrics. Have you recorded all of them?
I've recorded some of them in 2012, and I'm just about to go in the recording studio to record some of the other ones. I took the risk of printing lyrics that had not been recorded yet, so now I have to record them. So that's good. I was forcing myself to follow through.
Maybe if you could take a step back, Father Bill, and talk about your
Yes.
love of Divine Mercy, where that came from, and how it's kind of grown.
Of course. So I guess I first heard about it through my mother. And she said, you have to get these prayer cards and put them in all the churches. I said, why? She said, because, well, I was told that that's what the Lord wants us to do. I said, how? So at first I was a skeptic. And then I came to know some wonderful lay people in Buffalo's East Side called St. Luke's Mission of Mercy. And they minister to the poor and the addicted and the homeless. And I've been involved there for 27 out of my almost 29 years as a priest. And they showed me mercy in action, feeding the hungry, clothing the naked, and offering forgiveness to those who don't. Sometimes you don't feel like they deserve it. That's what mercy is. Mercy is for the undeserving. That's
So,
us.
what
And so
inspired
I've
you?
learned a lot from them.
What inspired you, Father, to write the book Divine Mercy in and out of season?
Well, for a number of years, I have been inspired by passages in St. Faustina's diary over and over again. A lot of what she wrote was like prose, it was like poetry. And I'm looking at them, and I always look at them and say, that needs to be a song. And so I started putting a lot of them to music. Some of them are just inspired songs about, mercy itself. St. Faustina writes about her misery. And so I wrote a song years ago on my first Divine Mercy album called When Misery Meets Mercy. And so I always say, if you want to know what misery is, look in the mirror and you'll find some of it, hopefully not all of it. And then if you want to know what mercy is, look into the gaze of Jesus, the eyes of Jesus. And so the subtitle of the book is The Gaze, the Rays, the Ways, and the Praise of Mercy.
And tell us a little bit about a priest that has kind of inspired you as well on your road in Divine Mercy.
Thank you. Absolutely. Blessed Father Michael Sopochko, he was St. Faustina's spiritual director. He was the priest that the Lord assigned as her spiritual director. And when she met him the first time, she said, the Lord told me you were coming. He showed you to me a while ago. And this poor priest in the confessional was like, what? And so they had her psychologically evaluated. They found her perfectly healthy mentally. And so the more he told her, because she used to come to confession, he was the confessor for their convent, and she used to say, the Lord wants this, and he wants a feast day the Sunday after Easter, and he wants people to learn this prayer called the Chaplet of Divine Mercy. He'd say, sister, I don't have time for all that, could you write it down? And she started keeping a diary, and he's the reason we have Divine Mercy in My Soul, St. Faustina's diary.
Wow.
He's the one who had the painter that was hired to make this Divine Mercy image was a man who lived downstairs from his apartment in Poland.
Wow.
And I always say, Blessed Father Michael Sopochko is the key to the diary. You know how diaries used to have a little keyhole in them when children had them? And so I love Father Sopochko. I went to his beatification in Poland about 18 years ago, and he's one miracle away from being a saint. He's a diocesan priest. And we diocesan priests need holy inspiration wearing the collar. And I find a lot of it from Father Michael. He lived until 1975. Faustina died in 38. And
Wow.
he did a whole lot of work. He helped to keep this Divine Mercy image from disappearing. And he started the early groundwork for Divine Mercy Sunday. He kept petitioning the bishops of Poland and even to Rome, and they just said no, no, no. And he persevered. He had great perseverance.
I
I
have to
admire
tell you,
that.
I'm impressed that you were able to do that with the picture behind you, because that could go many different ways because it's almost opposite to point to it. So that was impressive. We have Holy
Thank
Week
you.
coming up, Father, next week, and with Divine Mercy, it's just the perfect match.
It is. And you know, the Divine Mercy Novena starts on Good Friday. Most churches don't have a public prayer of the novena prayer because there's so much going on Good Friday and there's a prescribed ritual. But what we do in my churches is we do morning prayer in the morning and we do the Divine Mercy Novena prayers in the morning so that we don't complicate the Good Friday service. And then people usually do the other prayers privately Saturday, Sunday. And then at the daily masses, we do the novena prayers all the way up to Divine Mercy Sunday.
Well, as always,
So
Father,
it's
it's a pleasure. It's good to see you again. Where can people
thank you,
get a
Jake.
copy of Divine Mercy in and out of season?
Well, they can go to my website, which is fatherbillsings.com, and it's not spelled out father, it's just FR Billsings.com, no period until .com. Or they can go on Amazon.com and search my name, Father Bill Quinlivan, and put in Divine Mercy. It should come up.
Well, I look
I
forward to
hope.
see what you do next because you're always doing some great stuff. So we look forward to it, and
Thank you.
we hope you'll share it with us.
Thank you, Jake.
Have a great day, Father.